got goosebumps. You got goosebumps.
This is going to be one heck of a contest.
The first ever main event in TRU Wrestling.
True Intentions main event triple threat. Here comes Mike Magnum.
You forgot something. It's your hero, Mike Magnum.
It is your hero, Mike Magnum. He is a 6-year veteran. He has been just about everywhere you could imagine along the Northeast. He's been to Florida. He has done training with Team 3D. He is a staple here in Long Island. And he is somebody never to be taken lightly.
You need a hero, and you're looking at him.
And he obviously is extremely confident in himself.
Huh. Surprised you didn't call him cocky.
It was implied with my sarcasm. For as good as he is, he had the audacity to call out Jay Lethal and talk down to him because he's wrestled the Fist and Kazarian and other former TNA superstars. Other TNA superstars, sorry.
Well, these fans in New Jersey are in for a delight.
Here comes the second competitor of this contest.
You know, I don't know how I feel about this guy right here coming out.
Jack Gallow is a man who believes in the sanctity of professional wrestling. He is the protector of it.
He's the so-called protector.
Well, that's what it is. He's been wrestling for 4 years. He's a staple here in Union City, New Jersey. He hails from Strong Island, New York. He is the MVW heavyweight champion. And he is fired up.
Man seem fired up for him. I haven't seen them miss a week for anybody.
No.
They
know what to expect.
Would you stop talking over me?
Go ahead, say your statement.
No, you go ahead now.
Jack Gallow, he's a staple in this building in Ace Professional Wrestling. He's a staple in Union City, New Jersey. The fans obviously know who he is.
So you're saying he's got the hometown advantage?
He might have the hometown advantage, I think that's a fair statement, but also in Jay Lethal. We know that this is about respect. Before we saw the little rift between Jay Lethal and Jack Gallow, and he thinks tonight he has to prove himself to him. Double leg shots, showing his catch can credentials, and Mike Magnum being smart, getting out of the ring.
Well, here's the man that most people would say is the man who is the favorite to win this match.
Well, absolutely. He is a former TNA superstar, the current Ring of Honor television champion. He's wrestled Kurt Angle, he's wrestled Ric Flair, he's wrestled the best of all time, and now he is here at True Intentions to be in the main event against two of the top rising stars in the independent circuit. And the fans on their feet. This is the home of Jay Lethal in Union City, New Jersey as well. He grew up in this building. He wrestled for Jersey All-Pro. That's his start. Shaking the hands of a fan.
That's the closest to greatness that fan will ever get.
That might be true. And now see both men showing respect and leaving the ring.
Well, Jay Lethal has absolutely earned that respect from his peers, if you want to call them that.
Well, the way Jay Lethal looks at it, since he looks at everybody as his peers.
When the bell sounds, the man in command, senior official, Mr. Chris Torres.
Jay Lethal was respected because he hasn't let his ego get to him at all in his career.
Hailing out of Atlanta, Georgia, weighing at 200 pounds, your hero, right here.
These fans have no respect for anybody.
Well, did you see what Mike Magnum did before and how he treats them?
He's their hero. They should look up to this
How
man.
good he is in the ring. He has such an attitude. Track stops. Look at the intensity of this man. That's one thing about him. He's so ultra intense.
And competitor number 3, hailing out of Elizabeth, New Jersey, weighing at 200 pounds, he is the reigning
showing their respect for Jay Lethal over the years he's been wrestling, especially in New Jersey. Wait a minute.
Before this match starts, Jay, I told you tonight I have something to prove. I have to prove that I can hang with you and that I'm better than you, Jay.
Words of a confident man.
I don't know how smart this is, but if he has to prove something, you have to prove it.
Two-faced idiot.
Oh, was that necessary?
You know, they do have a history.
That was ridiculous.
Beat the crap out of you, Sean.
Jay, I don't need more than 2 minutes.
Mike Magnum stepping out of the ring. It could be to
Like
his
a
advantage.
gentleman. Like a gentleman.
It could be to his advantage. I don't know how smart
Oh,
this is, but Jack Gallow said he has something to prove. And Jay
It
Lethal's going
will
to try.
absolutely be to Mike Magnum's advantage. He's stepping out of the ring. Let these two guys wear down on each other, beat down on each other, wear themselves out, lose some of their energy, lose some of that steam they had coming into the match.
Here we go.
And he'll come in and he'll pick up the pieces and win that match.
Very
That's-
possible. Let's get to what's going on right now. Tie up. He has him into an arm bringer.
A lot of-
Gets out right to the top wrist lock. Beautifully done by Jack Gallow.
A lot of the fans are standing up on their feet. I want to point out that this is the first time this entire night that these fans have been standing up on their feet, mainly around the booth over here, the announcement table.
Absolutely. Oh, throws him off of that headlock.
Nice little counter there by Jack Gallow. What do you think?
It was a counter, but he's not in control. Still getting something on Jay Lethal, but I don't think that's exactly what he wanted.
Like two bulls blocking him.
Here we go. Off the ropes. Boom. Got him. Jay Lethal right out.
Look at this counter for counter.
See right there. Couldn't keep Jay Lethal down. He's not getting him exactly where he wants him, and you can see Mike Magnum pointing. That's one for Jay. Maybe getting into the head of Jack Gallow. You can't let that happen with somebody like Jay Lethal.
Jack Gallow, made a bold statement. He wouldn't need even 2 minutes to beat Jay Lethal. By my estimates, he's got about another 30 seconds before he's proven wrong.
Well, we'll have to see then. He has him in a waist lock. Right into that arm bringer again.
Gallow's just too young. I think that's what it comes down to.
I think Jack Gallow's done a lot in the years he's been in this business, and it's time to see if it's paid off the 4 years he's been working hard.
Yeah, but the experience is going to be a factor here.
What a shoulder tackle. Heard that over here. Drops down, wants to trip him, leapfrog. Goes to follow him in. Backflip over him. Leapfrog of Jack Gallow's own. Would have walked back with a monkey flip. Gets pulled forward. Arm drag. Jay coming at him. Well-to-well backbreaker, beautifully done. Down
There you go.
Mike Magnum.
There you go. That's that experience I was talking about. Jack Gallow has the least amount of experience out of the 3 men in this matchup.
Shouldn't have turned his back, but Mike Magnum could have been a man and done what those two did, went face-to-face, and now he's choking.
But he doesn't have to be. He was a gentleman to actually allow them to do that to begin with.
He was given an advantage. He did take advantage of it. I'm not going to say that he did anything necessarily.
They asked for it. They asked for it.
As a 6-year pro, he should be doing things going up. No! Clothesline to Jack Gallow once to that apron.
Jack Gallow's inexperience in comparison to these two is going to be what cost him this match, if anything.
But Jack Gallow is extremely talented. He has studied his craft thoroughly. And that might be the difference as well. We don't know. These are 3 very, very talented individuals.
No, I agree with that assessment. I will, for the first time this evening, I'll agree with you on that assessment. These 3 individuals possess certain skill sets that are very, very rare to find in most performers in wrestling, period.
As you can see right now, Jay Lethal battling back at the beat of that chin lock. Des press, beautifully done. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Unorthodox cover. 2. Uses his feet. Down, and there is the clothesline by Mike Magnum. He's just being all over Jay Lethal, not giving him a chance to breathe. Literally choking him. See, I don't know if I agree with that. Mike Magnum is a 6-year pro. This is a match all about respect, and he's using these dirty tactics.
It keeps going back to what I said. You have the count of 5, so as long as you break at 4, it's all fair.
Yeah. Up and over. is Jack Gallow getting to his feet and getting kicked straight in the face. Every time he gets up, Mike Magnum's there to take him back down. That is the craftiness. Oh, and there's the neck breaker of Mike Magnum.
I'll tell you this, right now, Mike Magnum is looking like $1 million.
He is firmly in control. I cannot take that away from him. He's doing a great job keeping on the offensive of both men, making sure Jack Gallow's out and Jay Lethal's down. But here it is.
He's taking a superstar like Jay Lethal and teaching him a lesson.
He was, but here it is. Chops goes swing over versus it. There it is.
There's Magnum taking back over and completely, thus far, dominating.
He's choking him now.
Jay Lethal.
Jay Lethal tries to buy it back, but this is what I don't like. He's choking him and using the ropes to his advantage.
But like I said, you have to use all the things around you, in your arsenal.
Not when you're in control.
That includes
like
the
this.
ring. That includes the rules in which.
Stalling so much.
Only a 2 count there. See, now that's a situation in which I would have said Mike Magnum should have hooked the leg in that.
There you go.
Like a guy with, but only because it's a guy like Jay Lethal he's in the ring with right now.
You can never take anybody lightly. We've seen upsets happen in the past, and here's Jack
But
Gallow.
particularly Jay Lethal.
Absolutely, with Jay Lethal. He hits him with that big shoulder thrust one. Got a 1 count out of it. Jack out for the clothesline. He hits Mike Magnum. Beautiful clothesline. Another clothesline by Jack Gallow.
Yeah,
He's on fire.
But the bigger story is, I think that first clothesline.
Oh my gosh.
Jay, did you see his head bounce? Yeah, don't take my words. Don't try to complete my sentences.
Oh, wait a minute. No. Jack Gallow getting out to the fireman's carry. He's going for the lethal combination. No. Super kick to Jay Lethal. Super kick to Mike Magnum. Super kick to Jack Gallow. 3 men are down. This contest is incredible.
It's going to be a race to see who gets to their feet first. I'll tell you this right now, BG. The first guy to get to his feet is going to have a clear advantage, because that's not only going to signify that they took the least out of that exchange of kicks to the head, but that they were also the first one to have the attempt to take back over control throughout the course of this match.
Absolutely.
It looks like it's going to be Lethal who's back to his feet first, but Gallow's not that far behind.
Oh, you hear that forearm?
Oh, I heard it.
Oh, Jay Lethal with the forearm to Jack Gallow. European uppercut. European uppercut of his own. No, kick to the midsection. Oh, that round kick, a chop. He wants to go hit him again. Jack Gallow's waiting for him. Gets hit. Another chop. Oh, my goodness.
But you know what? Look at Magnum in the corner. He's
Wait a minute.
recovering. He's taking this
He's
opportunity.
recovering, but there's a straight jacket German suplex, one of Jack Gallow's signatures. This could be it.
I might take back what I said earlier about the first guy to his feet getting the advantage. Because I think it was the guy who didn't get to his feet that's got the advantage, and that would be Mike Magnum.
You're right, he just took advantage of the fact that Jack Gallow hit that straight jacket. He got Jay Lethal out of the equation.
Keep in mind, people watching at home, that's the first person to gain a pinfall or submission that will win this match.
Oh, what velocity! Did you see Jack Gallow's head hit the mat? Absolutely, it's 1 fall through finish, you're right.
So the key to this matchup is going to be isolating one of your opponents while neutralizing another one of your opponents at the same time.
Absolutely, and that's what Mike Magnum's been doing, but now he's in a bad way. Oh, Jack Gallow cutting through Jay Lethal. Throws him into Mike Magnum, forearm. Jay Lethal's waiting. Oh, shoulder thrust to Magnum. Jay Lethal! Tornado DDT!
Well, there you go.
Here it is! Lethal combination! Is this going to be it, Tommy?
I don't think this is going to be it. I don't think this will be it, only because there's still that extra opponent in the ring.
But Jack Gallow was down and Mike Magnum kicked it
Well,
out.
Lethal did an excellent job, like I said, isolating one of his opponents, but he left him in the ring. So, at any other given circumstance, that opponent that was still in the ring could have broken up that pinfall attempt. In this particular case, Gallow was lucky enough that Magnum still had enough left in the tank to kick out on his own.
Wait a minute, he went for the lethal combination. Where's this double wrist lock by Jack Gallow? Look at the talk. Look at the talk on his arm. Is he going to do it? Is it going to make Jay Lethal tap out? This would be huge. No. Knee to the head.
And Magnum sensed it. So with that urgency, Magnum was able to once again prevent the match from ending.
Enziguri to Mike Magnum when he was going for the power. No! Kick to the head, a round kick! And now Mike Magnum's in the double wrist lock. Will this be it? He has it around the head, perfect form.
Magnum's got to get to the ropes.
He tapped out! He tapped out! And Jack Gallow with the victory, my God!
Well, BG, you got to give it to the young kid. He earned that victory. I'm not going to take anything away from him.
You can't. I mean, this was one of those contests that anybody could have won at any given time. And by God, Jack Gallow proved what he had to prove tonight.
And while he deserves that, he has to think ahead though. It wasn't Jay Lethal that tapped out. It wasn't Jay Lethal that was pinned. And if Gallow still wants to prove his point to Jay Lethal, you would have to imagine that these two men would need to eventually meet somewhere down the road, one-on-one, to see if Jack Gallow has what it takes to hang with a guy like Jay Lethal on his own.
Well, you're absolutely right. I mean, this is one of those contests. Mike Knighton just got caught. That's what Jack Gallow does. Catch as catch can. Didn't beat Jay Lethal in the center of the ring, but he does have a victory in a triple threat match over Jay Lethal. I wonder how Jay Lethal feels about all this.
I would say that Jay Lethal doesn't have to give any respect to Jack Gallow. And I'll tell you why he doesn't have to give him any respect, because like I said, it wasn't Jay Lethal that tapped, it wasn't Jay Lethal that was pinned.
Absolutely, but Jack Gallow now is extending his hand. He said he has something to prove tonight. We'll see if Jay Lethal wants to extend the hand back.
I don't think their issues are resolved, to be honest.
They still could show each other respect for the contest they had tonight.
In a battle to see who's the better man, that still is yet to be determined.
Wow.
Ha! Excellent. I am loving that move by Jay Lethal right there.
I don't know.
Way to get in that young man's psyche. Way to get to his head a little bit.
Well, regardless, I will say this. It was a fantastic contest, a fantastic show, and now Jack Gallow gets to soak in the glory at the end of the show to the fans of TRU Wrestling, which he respects. What a night here, Tom.
Absolutely. This was an excellent kickoff to what's going to be one of the fastest rising promotions throughout the Northeast area.
Absolutely, and what a way to end the show.
What a way. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you again January 22nd in Staten Island, New York, as TRU Wrestling presents The Truth Is. For BG Gerald, I'm Tommy Rose. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.